Hey, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be talking about how I got a lean and chisel face from 0. And just to make sure that this isn't clickbait, this is how my face looks right now. Alright? We good? Alright, now before you think, Matt, well, you've always had a good jawline. You've always been, good looking, handsome, lean, whatever you think. These are pictures of me years ago. So these few pictures, I've been skinny kind of, and then I've been skinny fat, and then planed out 2-3 years ago I was playing out fat. And this was this picture here was just last year. I show you that I've made the transformation. This was late last year when I leaned down for the first time. As you can see, my jaw came in pretty hot. And then this is when I was really lean, okay? I didn't have to try much for the jaw to appear, just for proof of concept that what I'm about to tell you actually works. This was me about 8 weeks ago. God damn. I started this off by gaining a little bit of weight, and then, slowly, a few weeks pass, and then this is me recently, and then this is me right now. Boom. But to jump into the main portion of this video, I'm going to be going over 3 things. Number 1 is understanding where your expectations should come from, how fast your face can change, and what you should expect when you actually cook, that transformation. And then number 2 is I'll give you a guide on how to lean down your face. And then lastly, let's say your face isn't your best card. There are other things that you should max out, you should work on. Because holistically, bro, why are you trying to lean down your face? Probably it's to have better reaction from people treat you better, or it's dating, right? And I'll tell you now, bro, the dating part, it does get better when you look better. And all of these things, by the way, my face is not only the single factor. I have a lot of other things going on for me. Like besides my face, bro, I'm very lean right now at least. And yeah, let's get into it. Number 1 is understanding your complexion type and bone structure. For most of you guys, you're probably bombarded with videos like these, right? You see model looking guys with hollow cheeks and you're like, but I want to look like that too. Understand, if you got an Asian complexion or softer features like me, even though I'm pretty lean, you see my jaw and everything. By default, I've struggled a lot getting that hollow cheek vibe. I'll probably have to cut to the point when I look anorexic if I want hollow cheeks. Do I need it? Probably not, bro. So understand, where are you coming from? Do you have the Asian complexion? Like all of these guys, they're from a Korean band, K-pop band. What am I saying? Good looking guys, but as you can see, very soft features. Not very sharp like the ones you see from these 2 guys. I found this picture on Google, okay? I don't know who they are. By the way, obviously there are genetic outliers where you might be Asian or you got stereotypical, how do you say it, soft features. But when you lean down, you might get those hollow cheeks. Hey bro, you roll the fucking dice. If you don't have it, it's okay. Worst comes to worst, you can always get, surgery. I don't know why you would. I don't even care if I get to that point of looking like, I don't know. Understand a lean face in general is an attractive face, whether you have fucking hunter eyes or hollow cheeks. That's okay, man. Set your expectation properly early on so that even if you don't look like all the male figures you see on fucking social media, understand. There's a comparison to where you started out. If you look better than where you started out, that's where your pride, that's where your, happiness should come from. And starting out, this is how I look, man. And now, progressively, we're looking a lot better. All right, now let's go to point number 2. Understand your face is a reflection of your lifestyle beyond the genetic makeups. So we kind of cover the uncontrollable, bone structure and whatever. I see a lot of look smashing fucking videos and they'll go into like bone smashing or whatever the fuck. You don't got to get that anal. It's like 80-20, all right? Focus on 80% of the things that will give you a lot of result, and then 20% of it is like fucking mewing. You won't see drastic change early on, but give it 5 years. You can see a lot of noticeable difference. Anyways, let's get into the 3 factors I have for you that will help you get a more chisel out jaw. Number one is obviously, you've heard this a million times, lean the fuck down. This is 8 weeks apart, by the way. See how much leaner I've gone. Look at my face. Not very sure. It's still kind of sharp here, but then you see a lot of fat on my cheeks. And then look at this. This is, I'd say this week, I've leaned up quite a bit, right? Look at my jaw coming in hot. The fat on the face kind of melted too. Anyways, don't ask about this person. He's my cousin. However, you might ask, how mad do you get lean? Besides, you know, me making a bunch of fucking videos on this topic already, I just say it now. Number one, go on caloric deficit. And then number two, increase your muscle mass. The more muscle mass you have, the more calories you're going to burn, which makes it easier for you to lean down. And then these are some other things that I like to do. Number one is intermittent fasting. It helps me stay at a caloric deficit pretty easily. Beyond that is I eat a high-fat, high-protein, low-carb diet. Understand, carbs actually retain a lot of water. When you go onto a low-carb diet and very high in fat and protein, it's almost fucking impossible for you to not lean down unless you're eating a bunch of butter, which most cases you don't have to eat that much because butter or fat in general, very filling. And then number two is chewing and breathing habits. All of this boils down to is if you're a mouth breather, bro, make sure to close your goddamn mouth and start chewing harder food, because if you chew or mostly just swallow food, your jaw don't become very developed. Now, that doesn't come from a person who has never experienced this before. This is a picture back in 2019. Dude, my chin was, I'm telling you, it was recessed. Number one, I had braces and I had very bad congestion issues. So I told myself that around that time, how do I improve my looks? And then obviously I stumbled across mewing. I didn't believe it early on. And then I started chewing hard food. Years later, as I, of course, leaned down, and I've been mewing for fucking years, bro. As you can see, noticeable difference in my jaw. And then, of course, number three is hormonal imbalances. Understand, if you're a guy and you live a very sedentary lifestyle, say you're like me, where starting out, you might be a gamer, you stay in your room, you're not getting enough sunlight, you just don't live a very active lifestyle, probably your T level is very low. Now, there's also the argument that if you're in your fucking early 20s, you should have high level of testosterone. That's not true, especially if you live a very indoor lifestyle, bro. Coming up here, do you understand how I got to this point of looking the way I do? It's because I stayed inside and all I did was fucking weeb and need out on entertainment. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have jerked off so much. Should have been more outside like how I do now. When you go outside, when you live a more healthy lifestyle in terms of like how much walking you do you go to the gym? Do you get enough sunlight? Do you take supplements specifically? You might ask at this point, oh, well, what does that hormone have to do with your fucking facial development? Look at this. This is Ronnie Coleman, and then this was a lady who he was with. All right, look at how strong her jaw is right here. It's stronger than me probably right now, and it's a lot more muscular than you. Okay, she's probably on some crazy fucking testosterone dosage. You don't have to go and fucking inject yourself with stuff. Just make a lifestyle switch, live a more healthy and balanced way of life, and then do everything you can to increase your T level naturally. There's always going to be someone in the comment section saying, but you can't change that much in a short amount of time. Or on the other end, they're like, you can do this, because you're only in your 20s. Understand, level changes. Look at this, bro. This happened to me in about 7 or 8 weeks, given that I've already done this before, so I know how to do it. But if you genuinely tried, you probably won't recognize yourself depending on your level of commitment, obviously. Number 3, this mindset is what I want to leave you with, okay? What does this mean? Say you lean down and your face happens to not look this good or good or whatever you want to put it. Understand, there are other factors you can max out, okay? All right, bro? If you don't got a face card even when you lean down, understand, are you a tall guy? If you're naturally tall, that's a leg up in a lot of circumstances. By the way, I just want to put this out there because a lot of you guys are insecure about your height. I'm a 5'5", 5'6" Asian dude, all right? And this picture, I'm a 5'5", 5'6" Asian dude that happens to look like shit. So understand, don't use height as an excuse. If you don't got a face card, but you got a height card, play with that too. But say, hey, yeah, I don't got a face card. I don't got a height card. Do you have a money card? Can you build something? Can you make more money? Can you build a business? Can you start a career that will let you buy those things? I don't mean, buy cosmetic surgery or some shit, but understand when a hot guy posts fucking pictures, okay? It's either their fucking face, their jacked up body, their height. But if you don't got those things, but you're posing in a fucking expensive car, same reaction from people, okay? And then finally, this is a hypothetical situation, of course. A lot of you guys, might be entirely cooked. You're short, you don't look that good even if you lean down or get jacked up, and then you struggle with money. Guess what, bro? Hone in on your charisma or humor. Because at that point, that's all you can really play. All right, this is Bobby Lee, a really funny comedian, and hey, bro, he's pulling a goddamn baddie. So going back to this point, why should you even take this seriously? Number one, I have the results that you want. That's one. All right, the body transformation that you see, I've done it. The face transformation that you want, I've done it too. The dating experiences that you want, I've gone it too. So a lot of reference experience, I can speak on it just because, hey, bro. Going back to this point, I didn't start out giving everything, okay? I've been on both ends of having nothing and having to crawl my way to make a transformation that you see in front of me. And if I can do it, I don't see a reason why you can't unless you're just fucking lazy. But if you're lazy, bro, why are you on self-improvement channels? Why are you on my channel? It's best if you just unsubscribe. Oh yeah, last note, if you're looking for body transformational help or mindset stuff, link in the bio. Anyways, I hope you found that useful, and I'll see you next time.